up, like balance kings and queens? I'm Cris, and you're now in my kitchen. And today we're going to be making the giant chocolate chip cookie cake or the cookie pizza. So let's get started. Alright, so in this bowl here, you're going to need 1 cup of bread flour and 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. You're also going to need a teaspoon of baking soda, and you're going to need 2 teaspoons of sea salt. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You're going to need a cup of butter, so that's going to be 2 sticks of butter. And what you're going to do, you're going to put it in a pot, and you're going to melt the butter until it's brown. So basically, you're browning your butter to give off that nutty taste. Okay, so I got my butter already brown, and then you're going to let it cool, and it's going to look like crushed, kind of like crushed Oreo cookies in your butter. That's how it's going to look, like this. Okay. You also, on this bowl here, you got dark brown sugar, not light brown, dark brown sugar. So that's going to be 1 cup of dark brown sugar. Okay, you got it? You good? All right. Right here, you're going to have a 1/2 cup of white sugar. You're going to need 2 large eggs, and then of course it's chocolate chip cookies, so you know you got to have your chocolate chips. So 1 cup of chocolate chips, and I like to use semi-sweet. Okay. So let's go ahead on and brown and cream our butter with our sugar. So you're going to go ahead on and add your melted butter. And it tastes so good when you brown that butter. It tastes bomb. For that little, you know, it gives off like a little nutty taste. That's all I can think of right now. But it's so good. Okay, so basically you guys, we just, you know, added all our wet ingredients in one bowl, and then we're going to add our dry ingredients in another bowl. And then once everything is creamed, once our sugar and butter is creamed together with the egg and the vanilla, then we're going to add in our dry. Okay, and then the final we're going to add in our chocolate chips, and there you go, there's your cookie dough. All right, so let's go ahead on and cream our sugar and butter. And I use this recipe right here for when I'm just making my regular chocolate chip cookies as well. We're just making it one big cookie. Okay, so you don't have to break it up. You don't have to make individual cookies when you're making one big cookie cake, okay? Or cookie pizza, whichever one you prefer. It smells so good, you guys. Okay, and also too, while we're at it, go ahead on and preheat your oven at 350. All right. Let's add our eggs. Okay, and let's add our vanilla. Alright, you guys, let's go ahead and cream this thing up real quick. Browning your butter makes a difference. Yes, it does. So please, if you can, just take a few minutes to brown your butter. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes to brown your butter, until you start seeing your butter getting kind of brown at the bottom of your pan. Lift that butter off the stove and go ahead on and stir it up, and then voila, your butter is brown. Okay, it's going to look like a golden, well, not really golden, it's like a dark golden brown. Okay, kind of more so on the syrup. If I had to compare it to honey and syrup, I'm going to say it's more so on how I like it. On like the syrup. Look, it looks like syrup. But if you want it light golden brown, then just do it like honey, you know. But the darker your butter, the more nuttier your cookie is going to taste. And I like my cookie to taste real nutty like. okay? Just a little secret, you know what I'm saying? And also we're using dark brown sugar because dark brown sugar has more molasses in the sugar. So therefore it's going to make your cookie more chewy, okay? Than light brown. You know, a little tippy tip. Alright. So our sugar and our eggs and butter and vanilla is mixed. Okay, so we're going to add our baking soda and our sea salt to our bread flour and all-purpose flour. Okay, I'm going to mix that up like so. Get that little bit. Try to get all that vanilla. Vanilla is expensive. That pure vanilla. Okay, get all of that. Especially when you get Watkins vanilla, pure vanilla. It's pricey. And we're going to decorate this cookie cake too, of course. So, I get to show you guys how I pack the icing on my cookie cake. I like to add half of my dry at a time. Dry ingredients at a time. Okay. If you see me going to the side this way, it's because this is where the mixer is plugged up at, you know. You know these mixer cords be short, honey. Alright. Alright, and boom, we're done. You don't want to mix the cookie dough too much, you know what I'm saying? We're baking cookies, not a cake, okay? Alright. Woo. Alright, let me clean my station off real quick. Because we're going to fold these chocolate chips in here. That's a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, okay? Because with my cookie dough, I like to have just enough chocolate chips. I don't like to overly, you know, put too much chocolate chips up in there. I just don't. I mean, if you like chocolate chip like that, then, you know, overindulge, but not me. Alright, you guys, so we're going to let this sit in the refrigerator for about, I'm going to say, I might put this in the freezer real quick and let it sit in the freezer for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to bake this cookie cake for 25 minutes, so 25 to 30 minutes of baking, okay, until your cookie is done. Then after it gets out of the oven, what you're going to do, you're going to let it chill for another, I'm going to say 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to pop mine in the freezer so it can kind of give like a little blast chill, so I can come back and decorate this cookie, because the buttercream is going to melt on a hot cookie, okay? So I'll see you back in about 45 minutes. Peace. Peace, love, light, balance, and we're back, part 2, and it's time to get down to the nitty gritty and time to decorate the cookie. Of course, it's been chilled. It's chilled longer than what I expected, but that's all good. The cookie is nice and chill, and let's get started. So I know I did the sunflower on my promotion when I was promoting this cookie, pizza or cookie cake. But now I think I want to do roses, okay? So I already done made my buttercream, and for my buttercream it's 1 pound of powdered sugar. It's going to be 1 cup of butter, so that's going to be 2 sticks, okay? It's going to be 1 tablespoon of vanilla and 3 tablespoons of heavy cream. Alright, so before I even start piping the cake, what I like to do, I like to practice. So I'm going to practice my little, I already practiced one, so I'm going to practice another little rose. And what I did was, basically your powder, your frosting is going to be white, so you're going to use your food coloring. I just put a couple of drops of red food coloring to get this kind of reddish looking color, and then I just kept it white to get this color. And what I did was, I bagged some of my buttercream, just half of the bag of white and then the other half of the bag of the red. I also did my green, and then I did my blue. Okay, so anywho, back to practicing. So before you start piping anything, a cake or a cookie or whatever, I like to practice. So let's practice our rose decoration. So what I do is I just squeeze a little bit, and you just keep it a tight circle. Keep it as tight as you can, and you just go around, and then as you're about to lift up, you just lighten up off that bag and lift up. Okay, so there go your rose. I'll wipe the tip off, and then I do the same thing for my little petals. Just squeeze a little bit. Lift up, squeeze a little bit, lighten that pressure and lift up. And that's basically my rose petals. Wipe that tip off. I think I'm pretty good here, and I add like a little pearl, sugar pearl in the middle. And so that's my little decoration that I'm about to do right now on the cake. It's okay if you overlap. You know, just have fun with it. I'm going to do one more little rose right here. Again, it don't have to be perfect, you guys. I'm still practicing on how to pipe. And we all know practice makes perfect, okay? Alrighty. So I'll go ahead and add my little petals. Add a petal here. Let's see. Add one here. Real easy. Add one here. Looking real cute, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Now you practice your little dots, you know. Roses is done. And the dots you just press down and then you just pull up. Squeeze down and pull up. That's all I'm doing. So I'll go around the cake. I taught all myself this, you guys. Looking at YouTube tutorials and just practicing. That's it. If you don't want to waste frosting, then try some mashed potatoes. That works too. To practice your piping. I'm just piping all the way around, you guys, with the blue decoration. And then it's going to be time to write with the icing. Coming out. Here we go, one more time. There we go. Alrighty, it's looking good, it's looking good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead on and change the tip, piping tip for this, for writing. So I'm going to use this tip. So I'm going to use this tip. And I'm just going to say happy Sunday because it's Sunday. So when you do writing, you just hold it. Make sure you kind of like have a guide finger. And if you can do a straight line, you pretty much got it. I'm probably gonna overlap that with blue so it can stand out. So let me just say happy. When you're done, you press down and lift up. Happy. I literally just started learning how to do this like last Sunday for Mother's Day. Because I was not about to spend $44 on a cookie cake. When I know I'm an artsy person, so I was like, I can do this. And I did it. Okay, so that's my happy Sunday. Steady hand, that's all. A tight wire, but I'm gonna squeeze it in there. All right, you guys, and here we have it. Happy Sunday! Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you're following me on all my social handles. So yes, you know your girl is back on her photo shoot game. So make sure that you're following me on Instagram. That's going to be at CRI_the model. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so search Cris Kitchen. Hit that subscription button, and then right beside the subscription button is the notification bell, so click that. And also follow Cris Kitchen on Instagram, so that's going to be CRI.kitchen. So until next time, you know I love you guys. Peace.